Hi guys, welcome to Ayu's Cooking. In today's video, we are baking scones. Those were the ingredients that I am going to be using in this video. So I have used 11 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I have used 11 teaspoons of baking powder. You can use 10, you can use 12, you can use 13 too. I have done that and my dough was perfectly fine. My scones were perfectly fine. They didn't have too much of baking powder. From 11 to 13 that you can use, it won't be a problem. And I have used 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. This is 500 grams of wooden spoon margarine. You can choose to use butter or any other margarine of your choice, but I would advise you, if you can, butter is the way to go. Usually when I bake cakes and I want to have that soft texture, I do use icing sugar. So on this day, I decided let me use icing sugar on scones. I also happen not to have enough sugar on the day, but if you're using sugar, please do use white sugar, because white sugar would make your scones more softer, while brown sugar will make your scones a bit harder. So it's advisable that you use white sugar. On this day, I use icing sugar, and trust me, it was also a very good move because it did make my scones more softer than when I'm using white sugar. I've put 2 cups of icing sugar. Then once you have mixed your butter in and you have made like nice crumbs of flour together with butter, like everything is just has mixed up nicely, then you can come with your liquids, which I have used 4 cups of amasi. What if you do not have amasi, you can use 4 cups of milk and put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Mix that lemon juice with your milk, let it sit maybe for like 5 minutes, and then it will kind of like form thick into this kind of consistency that looks like amasi. You can, if you don't have lemon, use vinegar. Yes, you are creating buttermilk, which is also just perfect. And I've put 2 tablespoons of custard powder. Now we mix. The trick is not to over mix. As you see me doing, my dough was soft, but at the same time, because I was not trying to over mix it, there are some parts where they end up being dry. But because we've put butter, we've mixed butter into the flour, it really does not matter. Once it goes inside the stove, it bakes well. Everything is just fine. So please do follow how I mix. As you can see, I'm just trying to make sure that the liquids, the masi gets all over, but because the aim is not to over mix, I'm not mixing it as if like I would be mixing baking a cake, right? I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So in this process, as I'm doing, I didn't forward, I didn't take out, I didn't do so much editing in from here, because I wanted you must see that I do not overmix. The lesser you mix your scones, the better. The softer they come, beside your baking powder, other things that you want to make your scones softer and stuff, this process here, this technique at the end of not over mixing really helps a lot. So I'm just gonna put my dough now on my surface. Then you're gonna see now, guys, everything is just here on the video for you to watch and see and follow along. Thank you so much for watching. We will be uploading more scones videos. It's a season where we are forever just craving scones, and I do make a lot of scones, if I must say so myself. Love scones a lot, so I'll make sure that always when I do scones, I take you guys along. Then you roll your dough. You can even use your hand. You don't necessarily need to have a rolling pin to do this, and you can also make it thicker than how I made them. The thicker you make them, the nicer they look. But also, if you want to get more out of what you are baking, you can make it flatter and just bake less time. Make sure scones, one thing about scones is that the softness will also depend on how long you leave them inside. The longer you leave them inside the oven, they go and turn into, what is it, biscuits. Yes, they go on and turn into biscuits than scones, so they get harder. So you should be on top of your stove. You should understand your stove setting. For me, I would just quickly just tell you that I have three stoves in my house. One that is very old, very old. It does a good job, but it does not on the top part. And then I also use a air fryer oven that does a great job too, but I really need to be on top of it when it's baking. 12 minutes max. These scones are usually done in an air fryer. But when I want to, just like right now, I'm baking 11 cups of flour, and I wanted to do it all at once, not to be changing pans. And I just, my gas stove, it's got a long tray. It can accommodate too many scones inside at once. So yeah, so I'm using a gas oven on this day. What I do with the gas oven is I bake halfway through, and then I switch off, and then I put on the grill side. Grill side, the fire comes up on top, isn't it? So yeah, then they balance like that. I bake for 20 minutes for 160 degrees for 20 minutes. Yes, guys. And I sit on top of it. I'm telling you, because the browner they get, like the longer they are there, the harder they get. Like that's very important with the baking of scones, is that sometimes it's not the process that you did, but it's actually your oven that did not give you the best result. These were eggless scones. So now I'm just brushing butter on top, margarine on top, since we were not using any egg at all. Our next video of scones will be with eggs, guys. This is the season where we are just want to eat scones. I mean, any scones just will do this season. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you to enjoy your cold days and bake some scones and have them with tea. Yeah, guys, I'm going to put to this pan all of it at once. Here I was showing you what is happening. Gas stove is not easy to work with when it comes to baking, but we did it. In the middle, they were done. On the side, I have to open the oven and sort them out. They came out perfect at the end of the day. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye bye.